Hi everyone, my name is Rafael Lazaro. I am the owner and principal of Lazaro Law Group, an employment law firm based in Chicago, Illinois. Welcome to the 5th edition of 2 Questions in 3 Minutes, where I strive to give you straightforward answers to employment law related questions. 44 million people around the country have filed for unemployment as a result of the COVID-19 crisis. Today, the purpose of today's episode is to help you out a little bit with giving you information as to how to react if you think you're gonna get fired or you're being fired. And without further ado, here's the first question. Okay, question number 1. I have just been fired. What should I do? You know, if there's one thing that I want you to take away from this video is that you always must take the high road. You know, your employer is probably in a position to be a resource for you when you're doing your job search. So don't burn bridges. That's one thing that absolutely you must be aware of. You know, if you are getting fired, you need to ask exactly why you're being fired. You also should ask whether you can resign versus being fired. Sometimes that makes a difference in terms of how you can present it to future employers. So that's important. You got to figure out how much money you're owed. If you have accrued vacation, you know, if you have a vacation that hasn't been paid or you haven't taken, that money should be in your pocket. Also, any bonuses that you might be owed, any vested stock that you may be owed, if any. Also, things that I would ask definitely, is your company going to fight unemployment? You know, you should be ready to ask them that they should not fight unemployment. Also, what is your company going to say to potential future employers? And that is something that you may be able to negotiate in the severance agreement. And last but not least, and this is related to my second question, will the company pay severance? Okay, question number 2. I have been offered a severance. Should I take it? Well, the first thing to understand is before signing any documents, you must absolutely make sure you understand what you're signing. It is always a good idea to find a lawyer who can help you through the process. You know, a lawyer is not going to cost you a lot of money at this point, and you know, the difference can be pretty substantial. For example, there are employers who will throw in a non-competition clause or a cooperation clause. A cooperation clause means that you are signing away and you are making a promise that if there's potential litigation, for example, in the future, that you will give your time for free to that employer to go to meet with lawyers and to go to court. That should cost money. Your time is valuable. A non-competition clause, first of all, you should make sure that it is reasonable. And second of all, if you are signing a non-competition clause and it's the first time you sign in, then that should cost money too. Meaning that for those two things, your lawyer should be able to negotiate a higher severance for you. Very importantly, as I said before, a neutral reference. You should always negotiate a neutral reference. Are you getting the money in a lump sum payment? Do they owe any bonuses? How are the payments going to be made? Payment for COBRA. Sometimes you can negotiate with the employer that the employer is going to take care of your part of the COBRA payment for a substantial amount of time. That is extremely valuable when you don't have a job. You should talk about outplacement services. Some employers are going to offer them outright, others don't. If they don't, they might be willing to pay for the value of outplacement services. Last but not least, there are going to be always clauses in those agreements concerning the release of liability, non-disparagement, and confidentiality, for example. You should strive to make those mutual. I guarantee you that the contract as is right now is really one-sided. You should try to make those mutual. Okay, that's it. I hope you learned something. If you have loved your job or you're one of your loved ones, our heart goes out to you. And we sincerely hope that you are able to use the information in this video. If you like this video, please follow us at Instagram or on Facebook at Lazaro Law Chicago. And also you can visit our website, lazarolawgroup.com. I hope to see you soon. See you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.